We're back. My name is Junie,
My name is Angel,
and this is the Big and Tall podcast. So, you might have seen that last week. Our we said that we were gonna start doing Marvel. Cause let me do that real quick.
Yeah, you're gonna cut that out.
I mean, it's part of the process. I have a couple where like last week's episode, we were kind of like up and down and stuff. I mean, it's just a start. Last week we were talking about how
I think está muy oscuro.
I don't think so. I mean, I feel like it still should be good. I mean, it's not. It may look a little too dark, but sit down, bro. Sit down. It's good, bro.
You're gonna cut that.
Any ladies single and you want my boy, you just seen him.
You're gonna cut that.
No, sir. But
No,
it's our process. I mean, it looks fine to me.
You can't even see me.
Because you're fucking dark.
Now you can. Let's just put the.
I mean, it's the same thing.
Nah,
it is.
So yeah, you're gonna cut that out.
I'm gonna have to cut that part out. But so you seen that last week we said we were gonna talk about Marvel. So basically this week we're gonna talk about the beginning, the meaning. Wow. That I swear to you on everything, that was not like rehearsed or anything.
No.
That was not rehearsed at all. We just started just saying it. So we're mostly gonna be talking about like how, it started, how it was founded,
Yeah, how the begin. Damn.
Dang, you didn't even know how to say the beginning, bro. Dang.
Just a big. You say it.
The beginning. Okay. The beginning about Marvel. I mean, I don't know if most of you people, dang, that's crazy. Most of you.
He doesn't respect y'all like I do.
I respect y'all as our fans. I don't know if most of y'all know about Marvel. Y'all might know about like superheroes like Captain America and stuff. I mean,
if you live underneath the rock like Patrick, I don't know, you won't. But.
And he says, you have more respect than me. That's
what?
Crazy.
I did not know.
I said, I mean you people as in y'all. That's what y'all mean. Y'all means y'all. You people.
Yeah. Whatever you say.
So, I mean, we also have have the cinematic universe timeline, the Marvel book, encyclopedia.
And
to have
this Marvel block,
courtesy of your boy, because I'm a Marvel fan, so I've had that. So I was like, I had to bring a couple of stuff. I mean, you'll see a couple of stuff when we get into deeper like the characters and stuff. But today's kind of like the gist of
This is a general view, like the same thing we did with the introduction of our first video. We're gonna do it here, but instead of talking about us, we're gonna talk about
Marvel.
And so you could, if you don't know much about Marvel, so you could have a little understanding.
True.
So you could keep up with us, and actually know a little bit and get into Marvel.
True. So cause we'll be talking about the like Spider-Man, Captain America, the Avengers, Guardians of the Galaxy, like the most of what people know already. Most superheroes that people know already.
Just to
start. But later on, we're gonna start getting into like the side characters that most people don't know. Some people that we don't even know too. And it's like
Squirrel Girl.
I mean, Squirrel Girl. I know Squirrel Girl because I've read a couple of things about her.
Yeah, but
still, not a lot of people know about her.
She weird.
She's not weird.
She got a tail.
I mean, it's in her name. Her name is Squirrel Girl. What else do you want?
Yeah, but it's not like you see Spider-Man shooting webs out of his ass.
Or like that's crazy, bro. Or Black Widow. She's not an actual spider. Like,
damn.
But I mean,
is it recording? Oh yeah.
It's still recording. Yeah, he got a call. So
yeah, we're not gonna put that either.
I'm the one editing this, so that's if I remember. I mean, the videos are gonna come out good. I mean,
hopefully.
You've seen me edit, bro. I mean, it's pretty good. But I mean, with that, I mean, it's kind of like just an introductory of what Marvel is. You mean we're gonna tie into the comics, also tie into
Comics,
the
movies,
MCU, the more like the movies and stuff. Maybe the
because like
games. I mean, you know that. I mean, like the Spider-Man into the Spider-Verse and stuff kind of ties into kind of the MCU in a way. I mean,
yeah,
maybe part of Sony, but still, correlates
yeah, but
into
it's
it.
still it's still
But
the Marvel
yeah,
thing, right?
so
Based off of Marvel comics, supposedly.
I mean, it should be. It's a Marvel movie
Exactly.
based off a Marvel
But then,
comic,
if
but
anything,
then it's a Marvel character.
timeline wise, we got the Marvel Cinematic Universe, the official timeline for Marvel, and character wise, we got the Marvel
Encyclopedia.
Encyclopedia New Edition.
True, true, true.
And
Unless they come out with a new
for
edition.
just a general view, we got the Marvel book that you can't see that well, but it's from DK. So that is just a general view of everything.
All right. So to begin, I mean, what came first was the Marvel comics to be exact.
Yes,
But I mean, it was founded in 1939 in New York. New York.
that was old.
None of us were even born.
Not even our parents.
1939. Jesus Christ, that's old, old,
Not even our
bro.
parents were born at that time. I mean,
True,
at least our parents.
true. Dang, you trying to say these people old?
You never know what is the audience.
I mean, true, but yeah, true,
Maybe
true.
some of y'all parents actually got to that time. Like,
But dude, that's like, dude,
your grandpa,
we're
your
in
grandma,
2024. That was like,
your grandma, your grandpa. They definitely saw that.
I mean, you never know though. I mean, so it was founded in 1939 by Martin Goodman, but it wasn't called Marvel. It was called Timely Comics, which is what kind of name is that? Timely
I mean,
Comics.
it was back in the 1930s,
Yeah, I
so
know, but
like the
what is that
names were a little
supposed to
bit
mean
weird.
though? Timely Comics? Like, is it like if it's
Timeline,
no? I don't think it'd be timeline.
because timely is like huh, timely comics. It's a
I don't
catchy
even know.
name, but
But then in 1951 they changed it to Atlas Comics. I really don't even know what that means either. Atlas?
we're trying to bring you the information.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird on how this information is because like back in the day they had some weird
Weird
names
names.
that they liked. As long as they like it.
It fit them, yeah, because they didn't change the name until like, you know, 11 years later. Not even, yeah. 10, not even 12 years later.
Wow.
1939 minus, or 1951 to 1930, yeah. Like 12.
So they didn't like the name that much, by what I see. It was a weird name, anyways. But
True. But then officially, this is when the Marvel era began. In August 1961. That's when the Marvel era started.
when the MCU,
Well, not MCU.
I
I
mean,
mean, like the actual Marvel when this was called Marvel Comics.
yeah, but then that's when everything just started, like from
True, true.
actual
That's
MCU
when
wise.
that's when Marvel actually
Yeah,
started
when
its.
when the comics actually started, that's what we call MCU because it has everything to do with series, movies, videos,
True, but then
everything.
that's when different stuff happened. I mean, like that's it was created. That's when it launched. Like the Fantastic Four, other superheroes and stuff.
That was
That
actually the first like groups,
group.
right?
Yeah, that was way before like the Avengers and everybody.
Because the
Because
Avengers actually, I mean, by my beliefs, it happened after they introduced the X Men, Fantastic
I
Four,
think so too. But I
and
mean,
all
with
those
that,
like Marvel groups.
I think it was the Fantastic Four and then X-Men, and then like because each individual character that's in comic wise in the Avengers, like in the MC they don't have like Wasp and Ant Man and stuff like because
Hmm.
that's when they were in the Avengers.
Yeah,
But like in the beginning, that's when like they came out individually as their own separate. heroes to then Avengers Assemble. They assembled a team of different different superheroes. And that's when yeah, then they launched the Fantastic Four and other superheroes, and then everybody, and I mean everybody, should know who created these superheroes and stuff.
the one and
The
only
one and only Stan
Stan
Lee,
Lee.
but also not
Logically,
only
with other people and
well
with
other
trials and
people
tribulations.
too, yeah. But Stan Lee is the most notable
Noticeable.
notable one, and he's
Noticeable.
like the most famous one out of all of them. But you also have like people like Jack Kirby, Steve Ditko, and like other people too. Whereas like they kind of helped assemble word wordplay, these superheroes and make them
Marvel in
make them
general.
into our reality in our lives and stuff like that. But you have with that a lot of comic issues came out too during back then. Like in a way, I remember like back then, like when they introduced like Captain America and stuff, they had like him punching Hitler. Kind of ties into.
I mean, for
You've never
the
you've
for
never seen that comic cover before?
I mean,
It was actually him hitting. It was like a. It looked like it was him punching a Hitler. It was literally like a literal picture of him punching Hitler.
I haven't seen like all the comics, so
That's like
kind
back
of.
back 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 then. But I mean, like the most notable characters that like when they first started, when it was like as Timely Comics, was like the Human Torch or Submariner, also known as Namor. When they actually introduced him in Wakanda Forever, it's the first time he was ever like
Introduced in a movie
true, true.
because in the comics it was already he was a
But
thing.
he was a. I feel like he was a. I feel like he's like a. Well, in a way, he's a villain, but in a way, he has his ways where he could be like a superhero too.
That's the thing. He just wanted to save his people, like
True.
just the world to not know his people, just so he could protect them from the outside
Protect
world
them because
because he knows that they were gonna
hurt them or like
yeah
hunt them and stuff.
like
But I could see why back then it was, in 1939, Human Torch and Submariner, because fire, water. Like
yeah basic
he's
elements
yeah. Well, also that because in the Fantastic Four, he's like kind of their villain because he likes Sue Storm, also known as Invisible Woman. Also, you know, Human Torch is Johnny Storm, which is you know, Invisible Woman and
yeah
him are brothers and sisters. So it's like he's also trying to protect his sister in a way.
from a villain,
Yeah,
and if you could say like that,
but
it's depending on like the perspective you see it from.
true, because it's she was already married to Reed Richards, Mr. Fantastic himself. But and then in the 40s when they kind of like towards like when they were getting into like Atlas comics and stuff, they came, Black Widow came, so did Captain America, and I seen this thing where it says Arcus, right? That's how we pronounced it earlier, Arcus.
Arcus, yeah,
But it said Arcus and Vision, but they're basically the same people. That's what
just
I
in
that's from what I
different
saw. I think
different
different
eras.
timelines.
Yeah, because like right now the Vision we know of, like the actual like the new Vision, uh, is based on
The
Stark's.
comics, yeah.
No, no, and it's based like it came from Stark's.
Well,
I
yeah, because it came
forgot the
from
complete.
Ultron.
Yeah,
Because basically, well,
Travis.
the way
Travis, right?
Jarvis,
Same shit.
and then he calls himself a Marvel fan.
Hey! I know what I'm talking about. I
He
just
said
don't know the
Travis.
names
It's
of
not
them.
Travis Scott, homie.
I'm not talking about Travis
Yeah.
Scott.
You don't hear Vision
Jarvis,
going, it's
Jarvis.
lit.
Okay.
Like no. He has ad libs, bro. I imagine
Bro.
it's lit. Like no.
When he's gonna shout it like, it's lit.
Anyways, but like in since the movies are based off the comics, when Stark made Ultron for your like to protect the world, you know, he kind
Yeah.
of
Kind of tweaked that a little
kind
bit.
of he well not he didn't tweak it, but like he became self
AI.
Basically, it was an AI. He became self conscious, where he was like,
Want to rule the
want to
world.
rule the world.
Yeah.
So I mean, like Stark made Vision to protect, but he uploaded I think
He
Jarvis's,
basically made two of the same computers, but
but one came became a villain, one became
exactly. So
a hero,
kind of like
basically.
the same. They don't have the same power because one has
One's an
the gem
actual like
gemstone
an Infinity Stone.
and Infinity Stone.
It's the oh my gosh, the yellow stone. I always forget. Not think not life, right? Is check the book. Check the book. No,
This one.
MCU one. It should cover the.
All right, let's go
Well,
to the
we're gonna
MCU.
verify. Wow, that's crazy. Verify. We're gonna verify. I think it should because it's this the time, which is the green one, and reality, which is the red one. Um. Oh my god. Purple, which is the power stone. Um. Yeah, it should be. It should be the life because remember you also wait, but let's see because
So
he has a pulled up.
it says power, reality, mind, soul, space, and time.
Space is the yellow one, right?
It does not say.
Or let me see. Uh, well, we're doing our research real quick. Not research, but we're also
Yeah, you
kind of
can
like
cut this
helping
out.
you.
Just
No, I
so
mean I
yeah.
know this is to help them, like
Yeah.
I
But we're supposed to be
mean
moral.
I know, but we're not supposed to like. I know we're supposed to sound like we know what we're doing. We are because we actually are. But I mean, it should be. Yeah, it should be the soul, the mind, a mind. I think it's the soul because I think the blue one is. If we're mistaken, let us know. But it should be the mind stone. It's the yellow one because remember that's how he has so he comes to life.
Yeah, an actual.
We don't know what that was. If you could hear that, but
Yeah, like he has his own. Like he could think by himself.
yeah,
AI
true,
basically, but with a stone.
true because that's how he came to life. That's how
I mean, yeah, like there's no more explanation. He came to life to save the world
true.
because the Avengers were having a little bit of trouble actually fighting Ultron.
Yeah, true because that's the only way identity versus identity was like
Yeah,
he's trying to beat his former colleague. Well, and
I
we're
mean
not
not a
former colleague,
colleague,
but I
but
mean like another entity that's kind of like self conscious as well, because it's a robot turning into human.
a humanoid.
Yeah, that could be another
Kind of.
another version. But I mean,
But we don't know exactly the stone. What I mean, I'm thinking it's the Mind Stone, the yellow one. But we are having some technical difficulties
well, not
with
technical
our minds.
difficulties. It's just our minds
We're
are
having some
kind of
little
like
sparks over here,
true.
thinking
But I
too
mean,
much.
you've seen us. We're doing our best to like. But if
We're
anything,
kind
if
of
you if
dumb.
y'all know, leave it in the comments just to make sure.
Yeah, we're kind of dumb sometimes. So y'all gotta help us.
I mean, he's done most of the time. So I mean,
I mean, I always gotta help him. So.
yeah, okay. As we're looking through the book, it's like, but yeah. I mean, with that also like in the '60s, you know how I said there was the Marvel era. That's when it started to begin. So
We got popular.
that's well, not
I
popular,
mean,
but that's
when
when
it
it
started,
when it
actually.
started. That's when you
Yeah.
got like most of like the superheroes everybody knows nowadays. Like you got Spider Man, you got Thor, you got Iron Man, which ironically is playing in the background too. You got the Hulk. You got that's when since they introduced
Black
the
Widow.
Fantastic Four. No,
I
and
mean,
Black
no,
Widow
that
was
was
the
before. That was
40s.
before.
So I said that they launched the Fantastic Four, which is a superhero go, but they launched another one too, the X Men. So that's when you bring Cyclops, Wolverine,
But then the X
Jean
Men, they
Grey,
were they had a whole lot
Storm.
more of
I mean,
superheroes
they got in
because
a way
the
in
X
their
Men they're just
universe it's called It's called mutants in their universe.
Yeah, it's not. It's not
They're
exactly
not.
like
They're
that.
not considered as superhero, as in like you know
For us, they are, but in their universe, they're just
known as mutants.
yeah. Like people don't like them
True.
because they think that they're the superior. They think. I mean, the people thought that the mutants were the superior
Yeah, true.
of
Because
they.
then, yeah, once people didn't find out, found blah.
He doesn't know how to talk.
Dang, I'm really having a brain fart here. But once people knew that they were like mutants, they just started like bashing them, bro. It's not even like
They didn't even
funny.
respect them in the
They never
streets,
respect them. Not even from the beginning. Not even if they saved their lives. They did not respect them at all.
and that's why
I mean,
Magneto went
became
on the
villain. Yeah, because
yeah.
he used to be
It was all
a
because of
hero
it was all because of the people because he thought they didn't deserve uh the mutants and thought that they needed to conquer the world and become all mutants.
true, even though
It didn't work out, but
didn't work out, but
that was his purpose. That was his vision after he saw that people didn't respect them as as
as actual humans.
and as saving their lives, for
True,
example.
because I mean, if someone saved my life, man, I would actually thank them, not actually be like, "Oh yeah, you guys are mutants." Like, he's like, "You're lucky, you're not dead, because if without them, you'd be dead."
And you know, if it was one of us, we'd be like, "Hey, let him go,"
Hey, hey.
But and yeah, that's where the whole dilemma, like, that's the whole dilemma of the X Men:
True.
the good versus bad mutants versus humans.
Yeah, because I mean, without them, man, it's like, what's the point of even, you know, having a group if no one's gonna, save people? It's like just
Yeah,
instead of
like
just kill.
sick people of spiders and cats. Like it doesn't make sense.
True. It's like they not only do they like risk everybody else's life, but they also risk their life every day. So it's not like I don't see you doing it. It's like,
Yeah.
but
Uh,
then also Doctor Strange was introduced. I'm guessing the '60s since it was considered the Marvel era. That's like when it started. Yeah, that's when we got most of our like really good like characters and stuff like that, and that's when they introduced you like
that's when they actually went outside of the world.
true, because like not only are you thinking of as like Doctor Strange and Thor and stuff like that, but you're also thinking about the villain their verses. So like for Spider Man, Sinister Six, Rhino, Vulture, Green Goblin,
Electro.
Scorpion, Electro. Like you have all those characters. Doc Ock, I forgot about that. Jesus Christ. One of the
That's the
most
main
notable.
one.
That's the main one. That's the one who created the group. But I mean, with that is like not only do you have those Spider Man, but you also have like Captain America, who has coincidentally in the background.
We are not timing this, but
No, yeah, true.
it's
That's true.
working
That's true.
perfectly right now.
But not only that, but like you also have like for him, it was Red Skull. In a way, in their version, quote unquote, it was like their Hitler.
Yeah, it really looked like him. So
I
I mean,
mean,
not
true, but I'm
didn't
not
look
like
like him, but
not
like
look like him,
in
but the way he
the thing.
acted
Yeah.
and stuff like that was.
Hey,
But
hang
then
on.
we're not
Uh,
gonna. No, 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 no. He was.
I was not.
We're about to get demonetized just from that alone. Jesus, think, Angel, think. But I mean, you also have like like Hope. I mean, yeah, Hope, Abomination, which is like
Yeah, so they actually did like with every superhero they had like one or two plus villains in general.
no true because it's like
So like that's what made it fun in a sort of way because like you didn't only had the superhero just being a superhero. You had the actual like villains and all that.
like
Uh,
the villains
so
like
it could actually make it fun to in that time fun to read.
yeah. With that is like with them, it was not only them just being like saving people from just like different things, but also like there was a reason behind it. because you also had like Abomination, who's like who is Hulk, but I don't know how to explain it. It's like
I mean,
the because you have him like growing stuff out of his like elbows
he's like a
and his he's
mutated
a mutated like a weird
Hulk.
mutated Hulk.
Like Hulk is already a mutation, but like a mutated Hulk.
Because the thing is with that, I think I know with Hulk, he had his power. Well, Bruce Banner,
Yeah,
obviously, he got his powers from being exposed to gamma rays. But then Abomination, I think was something created in like a lab, and they just injected it into a
yeah, it
person.
was
That's why
directly
it was like weird when you see like all like the spikes and stuff come out like out of his
the
elbows.
spice.
Spikes.
I heard spice.
Yeah, because he's gonna be cooking. He's gonna be cooking while beating Hulk. He's gonna be
Hey,
like,
he
"Yo,
was.
here's some adobo. Here's some sazon." Like, no.
I mean, he was cooking Hulk for a moment
I mean,
in the
there
movie.
was his moments. There were their moments where it was like their back and forth was kind of pretty, clashed together, you know. And then
But you
this
know,
one I'm timing it just because he's in the background. Thor, his brother Loki. Well, not his. I mean, his brother Loki was pretty. It wasn't
I mean,
like
he's not
he
exactly.
was a villain, but at the same time,
That's the
he
thing. Loki wasn't his
I
like
wasn't like
blood
an anti
brother.
villain. Like how like people are like anti heroes. Like they're not
Yeah, but that's
actually
a
heroes.
yeah, but that's the thing. It's all because of where Loki came from. Because like Loki is not like Thor's actual brother.
It's his half brother,
Yeah,
just like
because
Hela is his half sister.
they found Loki just after they destroyed the ice people. I forgot their name.
I forgot to. I'll just say we'll just say ice people at this point.
Yeah, the ice giants or whatever they were. Um, after they obliterated all of them, they just found Loki and just took him back, and Odin took him as a son. So yeah, like
I mean, like with
that's why.
the way he was treated throughout, like growing up, where he put Thor kind of first instead of
Yeah,
him.
because like
Well, it was
Thor was
like
the responsible one.
yeah, what? Because technically Loki, you know, even in like the medieval, not even medieval time, like the Greek times, kind of, he's known as the god of mischief. He's always in some trouble, always doing something. So it was like, and is the
Even with
way
the
he was
Loki
named.
series,
Yeah, true.
he's always
In some trouble.
exactly all the Loki variants are in trouble, even if they didn't do nothing. Like the I forgot the female Loki. Uh,
Sylvie.
yeah, like she literally was just playing with her toys, and she got to like they just took her into the TVA. Like TVA just got her and just took her away. She was just playing with toys, like just by being a Loki.
True.
It changed everything. So like I think that's why he has like that mentality. Like all the Lokis have like that mentality of trying to kill Thor.
True. Well, not kill Thor.
One of them, I mean, a couple of them did.
I mean, true, but I mean, not actually like, kill him, but just
They
try to
hated
get
him.
revenge. Yeah, get revenge for their brother. For his brother, because
Yeah.
I mean, if he's down, well, let's say his dad put him up here, and now that his brother is here, he puts him, down here.
Yeah,
I'm
yeah.
switching the mic up for my hands so many times. I'm like, but like, I mean, if you, well, considerably, Hela was the firstborn,
Yes.
the sister, and he
Yes.
was, she got into some trouble and stuff, so she got put immediately down here.
I
So
mean,
then
yeah,
that's when
but
he was
Odin
put
was the
up,
ones who like
who
got
banished her.
yeah, but also he was the one who actually showed her how to be like that.
I
Because
mean,
like she would have went to war with Odin, and Odin was basically showing her how to how to slay everyone.
but I mean, with that, she was also like brought into it where she would like her dad trained her how to prepare for war, and then once like you know they butt heads because they had a disagreement. That's when
Mhm.
she was like, "Oh yeah, I want to go to war with you and stuff." But then that's when he banished her and stuff. So I mean, with that, one thing leads to another. You know,
Yeah,
after he banished her, the ice people. I'm guessing I was after. he banished her because that's when he found Loki. You know, as his son, put him up here.
Yeah.
But then when Thor was born, and like since Loki was like getting in trouble and stuff, he was causing some mischief and stuff, and since Thor was like the more quote unquote responsible, even though like
That's what Odin thought in the moment.
that's
I'm
why he
guessing.
put Loki down here and Thor up here. So it was
And
like
Odin thought he really knew his son,
true.
so
So I mean,
he had more trust in Thor.
true, yeah, because it was like the way. I don't know if y'all can see it was a fly, but
Yeah.
but like it was just he just put his son his priority. I mean, but
His
I
actual son.
well his actual son, but at the same time it was also like he pretty much like didn't care for them at all as well. I feel like over time he grew with them, and I kind of like made that relationship close. But I probably like towards like in the movies. I know we're talking about the movies a lot. We're supposed to be talking about the comics, but I mean at the same time it kind of
Marvel in
correlates.
general, like that's the whole point of this
True,
video, like just to start the Marvel series.
true. But I mean with that it also correlates to him
Actually
in the
knowing.
beginning. In the beginning, like he like really did not, in a way, give a fuck about you know like he cared about his sons, but at the same time like he did not care. And then once like they learned and like learned to grow and stuff and learn to be actual good people, and then obviously I don't want to spoil it, but he dies.
Yeah, he went a little bit too far, but
But I mean that's when they became close too, because he in like the Thor Ragnarok, that's when he
yep.
came back, kind of like in a way like in spirit, just to help him up with his sister, with his half sister, I mean. But also like kind of like he in a way he also told them to like he loved them and stuff in his way. So it was like
But not only that, if not, they were trying to save Asgard.
true, because Hela was trying to take over.
Yeah, she trying to destroy it.
True, but then the only person that could kill her, or like the only way they could actually save Asgard was to destroy it, but also destroy her in the process
Yeah. So
using
that's
Ragnarok. So I
yeah.
mean, it's like this point, it's like might as well. I mean, and there was no other choice. So it was like, but now that we're talking about the Marvels and stuff, well, the Marvel comics. Now we're getting into the movies, the MCU, the what's been
Where
playing in the
what
background with this whole time.
what we actually like to see
True.
instead of read. I mean, we
I
love
mean,
reading.
people love reading, and I
Yes.
mean, I like reading the comics too. But I mean,
I
I
gotta
would
buy
rather I would
comics.
rather watch it just so
I would like to like in my case. I like to read it first, so then when I watch the movie, I have like a better understanding of it.
true. But then
Just
also
so
there's like,
have the information
but
in my
sometimes
head.
they can change stuff too. So it's
Yeah,
not
yeah,
it's
but
not gonna be
like
like it's
just
gonna
to
be
have
the
a
same,
reference.
but not like the same.
Oh yeah, yeah, but just to have a
A
reference.
reference of what it is.
Yeah.
So you know the Marvel Cinematic Universe, also known as the MCU.
MCU.
It has over 30 movies and over a dozen series and counting. So that's a lot of stuff. Like now, like came out like what that X-Men '97. You also have what like the shows like Loki. You have
Moon Knight.
WandaVision, Moon Knight. Like you have all these movies. Plus you have like the
Series.
movies
Those were series.
series. What did I say? I said shows,
You
right?
said movies after you
No, I
said.
said shows because I was gonna say the movies, as in like Ant Man
Oh,
that's
oh,
playing in
okay,
the
okay, okay, okay.
background.
Oh,
Now, now,
perfect
now.
timing again.
I mean, perfect timing because I'm just
Almost.
saying. Like you have Iron Man, Captain Marvel, Avengers Endgame, pretty good movie, Spider Man and stuff like that. Like you have those movies, and I mean like there's different studios that have different different Marvel movies when it comes to it,
Like
and
Sony
Sony, which is
is the main one.
is the main. It basically is the main one because they have like the rights to Spider Man, mostly Spider Man.
Yeah, basically it's all just Spider
That's
Man.
why. That's why. Like for PlayStation, since Sony owns PlayStation. That's why most of like the exclusive Spider-Man stuff is for PlayStation.
I don't
But
mind,
I
but
mean, me neither, because I have one. I have a PlayStation 5 too. Me and my brother share one. But I mean, like,
I got one right there.
yeah. But I mean, with that, with that, I forgot what I said. Oh, like different movies and stuff, like the different Spider-Man and stuff. So it's like different. It ties into they have different Spider-Man movies, but with the Tom Holland one, it's exclusive to that universe because you know whereas like Ant-Man and like not a lot of other movies are like out. I mean, the only Hulk movie we have is the two that they made like
Yeah,
back then. And this was like way before the MCU. This was before it was like Iron Man.
yeah, no,
Before
I
Iron Man.
remember that one.
'Cause I think the first movie that would be included into that, like in the quote unquote MCU back then, was Iron Man 1. That's when it started. That's when it was like the cinematic universe where it's like, there's growing and growing and the
Because if
more
you
movies
go
they
on
made.
Disney Plus, that's actually I think the first movie is Captain America, right?
No, Iron Man came out first, I think, and then it was Captain America.
And the
Yeah, if I'm
actual
if I'm not mistaken, because if you're talking about chronologically and like the timeline order from the MCU was Captain Marvel, then
oh yes,
then
okay, yeah.
Captain America. But if you're talking about like released from like
Oh no, I
2000 and stuff
know
like that,
that.
it's I think the first one was Iron Man, which is the first the first Marvel movie introduced into the MCU. But there's a lot of shows too. I mean, that correlates to them, like Loki, the new Captain America one, Captain America and the Falcon. No, Captain America and the Winter Soldier.
Okay, now
That one.
I was
I'm like the Falcon. I'm like, hold on,
like,
it's like the same people, but
When the Falcon was there.
the Falcon is Captain America, but also is
Yeah,
Falcon. So it's like Falcon America.
I can't.
That's the nickname now, Falcon America.
Oh boy,
But like it just all correlates together and just like each movie correlates to the last, or in some way, even if it doesn't
the
correlate to the
teasers.
last, yeah, like teasers. But even if it doesn't correlate to the last, it's still somehow, some way connected together.
That's why every time you go to the theaters to see a Marvel movie,
You stay to the
always
end.
stay after the end, because after the end,
You get the
that's when
you
they
get the
teasers.
no, the end credit scenes. That's what it's called, end credit
Oh
scenes.
yeah, but the teaser,
That's what I'm
like the
saying. But
teaser
it's
for the
called
other
either either the next
next
Marvel
movie.
movie or like the second part to that movie, which
I can't wait to see Spider Man, the with Miles Morales.
oh yeah, that one said to be continued though. So
Exactly, but
that's how you know they're making part two because it's like
oh
to
yeah,
be
yeah, but they
continued.
already. I think it was for this year or next year.
I think it's 2025, either 2025 or 2026, if I'm not mistaken. Which I actually met the dude that voiced Miles Morales
Oh,
in in the movie, but also in the game too, because I was Najee Harris, Gary Lowenthal. Those are the two that made the two Spider-Mans for the PlayStation. But then Shamik Moore, I actually had a picture with no, not a picture. I got his signature and I met him. I wanted to take a picture, but that shit was expensive. So I was like,
I'm guessing a
I'm like, I'd rather get the signature. Because it's a big poster board. Well, not a big poster board, but it's a big poster.
picture with a poster.
But it's a picture which has like uh the different characters from that movie. So it's like
At that point, just buy
Miles
the.
Morales.
At
No,
that point, just buy the poster instead
no,
of taking a
I'm
picture with
no.
it.
I'm thinking good because look, I'll have it had Miles Morales, it had Gwen Stacy, it had Spider-Man 2099, it had Hobby, um it had the regular Peter B. Parker, the one with the baby,
Yep.
and then I forgot it was the I think the Indian Spider-Man too. So with that, what I'm gonna do,
Talking about Spider Man again.
dude, I kid you not, this was not like correlated. We put this in the background just like you know. to have it not in the way like in the kind of like a background
Yeah, just so y'all
with
don't
this
have to
too.
see
But
a black screen.
yeah,
Yeah.
I think that's what we're gonna do with most of our videos. I feel like
I
that
mean, we're
pe-
gonna try because right now the lighting is perfect because like my window doesn't shine to the TV, but
true, true,
we could probably do that. Yeah.
true, true. But I mean, you never know. Just depending on what day. Well, not what day, but what time of day we're doing it.
Yeah.
But with that, um, so him, he's on the top left because that's where they have Miles Morales. And what?
Time. No,
What do you mean time?
I'm just saying like the time.
I mean, we're not. I mean,
Oh no, I know, but I'm just saying like time, just in case.
yeah, I've been looking at the time the whole time. Like, but I mean, he's on the top. He's on the top left, Miles Morales. So I had him sign that one. So then in the future, if I meet the other Spider Mans, they can sign each one. So I have all the signatures in one. And it's a pretty cool it's a pretty cool photo. Hopefully, somehow, some way I could just
I mean, if
not
we keep,
not pop it up like here, but I mean like it'll pop up in like a second, most likely. But it's gonna look nice. It's gonna look nice. I keep getting text messages. That's why I keep looking over here because everybody want to text me now that we're doing the podcast.
I don't got my phone because it's the one recording, but
True.
you know,
Like last week, it was both of ours because it was like the
yeah,
first one was
technical
me.
difficulties.
First one was me. Then it
2 minutes
was
only.
me again. Then it was you, and then it was me again.
Yeah,
So I
phones
mean,
just.
at least
We're gonna see if we could get
I mean
some.
now that it's good, it's good. So I mean, it's should be good.
If we could keep it up like this, well, good. If not, we're gonna try to
Try to
invest
get
in
a
a
little
little
camera.
camera.
Hopefully, it
Not
goes
much,
good. But
but
now, with that, I hope people know who the president is. Kevin Feige, the one who be
making a movie.
well, not making the
I
movies,
mean,
but he's the one that kind of like green lights the movie to like be in production. So like he recently he's bringing us Deadpool and well Deadpool and Wolverine.
yes,
Finally, he's being introduced into the MCU, which I'm excited about.
and that's when we gotta go see.
Yeah, we're definitely gonna go see that movie. Comes out
And we could
July
probably
26th, I
we
think.
could probably do some clips just so they could see just in case
Not spoiler ones though.
no
But
no not spoiler but just in case y'all can't go to the theaters for some reason we
it's
could
not gonna be like it's gonna be like funny clips, but also like kind of like part of the story. But
popcorns
that's not spoiler.
popcorn.
I'm definitely getting that popcorn bucket. I do not care.
I'm definitely getting
I
it too.
seen I okay, so I know most of y'all know that I collect Funko Pops. There's some Funko Pops that I seen. I know I'll probably put it up, and it kind of not spoil. It does kind of spoil the movie of who's gonna be in it. Everybody know Dogpool's gonna be in it, but there's
Yeah,
three other characters that are gonna be in it. Well, technically four. It's not a Funko Pop yet, but they kind of like in a way announced it in the trailer. You can see her foot too. So it's gonna be a lady Deadpool,
oh,
but then the Funko Pop shows Kid Pool, Head Pool, and Baby Pool. So that's how you know they're gonna be in the game,
damn,
in the movie. I mean, but if the movie is about different variants,
yeah,
they're obviously gonna show different other Deadpools
like they did with
and probably
Loki ish.
other uh Wolverines as well.
And that would be nice. That would definitely be nice.
Oh yeah, because that's gonna be a really good movie. I feel like my bad, y'all. My bad. I'm being a
We're
bad
gonna
co-
cut that.
I'm being a bad host. No, I'm gonna keep it in. Fuck it.
Damn.
I mean, it's kind of like because most podcasts just leave it raw.
I mean, sure.
That's what she said. But
I mean, if you say so.
oh, see, look, that's what we were talking about, Hella and Ragnarok earlier. But that's how everything goes.
If
And
y'all can see it well, because
yeah,
I'm recording on a phone, so
I mean, most likely. But I mean,
yeah.
if anything, what was I saying? I was talking about Deadpool. So with that, I mean, it's gonna be a pretty good movie. I honestly, from the trailers I seen, well, with the only trailers that came out.
Yeah,
I feel like it's
it's
gonna
not
be
like we could we
pretty
could
good.
we could go to Marvel
Like, yo, can we see the movie? And it's
and
like, we don't even know who you are.
then we'll give us special access, of course.
I mean, if we say, yo, we're doing, especially about, we're doing
I
a
mean,
podcast,
you
especially
never know
about.
if they will notice in the future. Not now, but in the future.
I mean, I really hope we do, bro. Bro,
I mean, just imagine special
bro,
access just for y'all.
special access, bro.
Just for y'all to
Imagine,
see
imagine
some
we're in a different setting and we have Kevin Feige. We're interviewing Kevin Feige, or even like the character, like
or a special guest. You never
special
know.
guests, like the
You never
actors
know
and stuff.
where could we go.
Bro, I really hope. I really hope.
I'll probably be flying over there.
Flying where?
I don't know wherever they are.
You mean we're we flying over there, motherfucker?
Yeah, I'm gonna have the free tickets, so of course.
Free tickets. You know, because we can also do like different videos where we're like interviewing people. Be like,
True,
hey,
true.
what's your name? Like in the red carpet and stuff.
Okay,
I mean,
okay.
even that, because
I
you
mean,
we can have different people
you never
too.
know. Like we just started this, like right now we're talking about the Marvel stuff, but
True.
you never know where could we get with the Marvel stuff.
True.
Also,
I mean, a lot of people,
who
a lot of
never knows?
people
And we're in the premiere of one of the
new Marvel movies.
yeah,
Something
just
like that.
seeing it and giving y'all the clips and everything. Right
True.
now we're just in a room, but
I
you
mean,
never
we
know.
got to start somewhere, you know.
Exactly.
And I mean, a lot of people, a lot of people get famous through other stuff too. So like, some people get famous through TikTok, some people get famous through Star Wars, some people get famous through, Marvel.
Hopefully,
So it's
this
just
will be our little
a
like
little
famous hit.
famous. You never know. We
Uh,
could go through Hot Wheels, and you never know. It's like it just depends on. We could do different. You know, we could do many different things that can kind of help us, blow up, which is like
yeah.
pretty good. But I mean, with that, it's pretty much. Oh, I mean, I forgot to even say this too. That the Marvel Studios was originated as Marvel Films in December 1996. But then, 2 years later, they relaunched and they called themselves Marvel Studios. So I mean, imagine like going watching Marvel films. I mean, like I feel like
I
Marvel
mean, back in the
Studios was
day,
pretty good.
yeah, but back in the day, it was all about films. Like, oh, let's see this film. So I'm
But
guessing
now
that's why
I
they
feel
had
like
that.
now with like the new superheroes and stuff, with all the movies and stuff, they're like, you know what? We're not only making films, but we're also like improving. So why not name ourselves a
Studio.
studio,
Yeah.
which is like kind of like growing into different things. I mean,
Yeah.
sorry, I keep looking up because I mean these clips that we're providing you is pretty good.
You know,
I mean,
we just trying to
and I mean,
make everything
I just for the
useful.
occasion. I know y'all seen this on my Instagram. The shirt. Well,
Of
I
course.
don't have my necklace on me, but represented. He has. I don't even know what shirt he has.
Hey, I'm sorry, but I'm a Marvel fan, but I still haven't gotten a Marvel shirt.
We're gonna have to take you, bro.
I got
I'm
Marvel
not. I'm gonna
stuff.
have to take you. Me too. I have Marvel stuff.
I
I
got
think it's
Marvel
my.
stuff, but not shirts. I gotta go though.
Not even
But
for the hold you. I think it's like my only Marvel shirt, if I'm not like mistaken.
sorry us for not being very
Very like
Marvelish. I
Marvel-ish.
mean, we still got our Marvel
Marvel-ish.
stuff, but not
The
the.
fuck is Marvel-ish?
I mean, that's my way.
I mean, more Marvel-y. I mean, more
Marvel.
dressed to the occasion.
Yes, next time. I mean, yeah, we'll probably try to make it next
If our
time.
next episode is about Marvel, we'll
I mean,
most likely probably get
we're
some.
gonna do like a every week, not about the same thing. So like next week it will be I don't know something else, whatever y'all actually uh tell us in the comments.
True, because I mean, it's not only what
We
we
want.
want, but
It's
we
not
also
about
want to
what
do
you
what
want.
you want. Because I mean, we're open to talk about anything in a way.
Exactly. But the other idea is crime.
That's another good
Because
one. That's another good
who
one.
doesn't like to know about I don't know crime.
I mean,
Anything
true
with crime.
crime. I mean,
Exactly, like not fantasy
John
crime.
Wayne, John Wayne Gacy, Ted Bundy. I mean, like
Bonnie and
all
Clyde.
those. You said who?
Bonnie and Clyde.
I mean, they're not murderers, but I mean, they're like,
No, oh, I mean, shoot. I
I
mean,
mean, they're like crime.
they
They
did
did
though.
murders, but I mean, like they're like crime. I don't know how to say it.
I mean,
Criminals,
but
criminals,
exactly
but they're not
because
murderers.
crime doesn't mean exactly murder.
I mean,
The crime could
he
be
has a point.
anything against the law. So yeah, we're just. I mean, that's my idea. If y'all wanna listen to something else or want us to talk about something else, well, you could just leave a comment below, and we'll actually make a with the suggestion y'all make, we could actually make a video about it and
Yeah.
start a
Plus, I
series
don't know.
about
I
that.
mean, not unless I go out of frame. If you see these books down here,
You can't see that much. There's like two
I don't
levels
think.
of
I don't. Think,
books,
yeah. I don't.
so
I
we
don't.
got a
I
little bit
mean,
of
you can see the.
everything.
They can see. They can probably see the top one. I mean,
Yeah, I mean,
but
you
if
can't
you
see it that
see,
much because of
yeah,
the
you could kind of.
we
Yeah,
lost his
these
finger.
books right here, they're mostly like they're like business, crime, sociology, psychology,
So
astronomy,
we got a little bit of
physics,
everything
science.
there.
So yeah,
So we have things that we could talk about. Even
talk
Lord
about.
of the Rings that I love, but
But
we could talk
then,
about
bro, those books are big. I'm looking at
not
them right now.
necessarily
The
films,
Hobbit
but
is like this big, not that much, and then the actual Lord of the Rings is like this big.
I mean,
Yeah, yeah.
I read books. But we have different things we can talk about in future videos. But with that said, uh, anything else?
I mean, that was kind of mostly what we wanted to cover too. I mean, mostly just the intro to Marvel Comics, the Marvel Studios. I mean, I think that's it for today's episode.
Yeah, our actual episode.
Our actual first episode.
Exactly.
Last episode was
More of an
more
introduction
of
of
introduction who we are
yeah, so
and
y'all
like
can
what the
know us
podcasts and
and
stuff.
not just be listening to some strangers. I mean, you still are, but
But it's
not
some friendly.
exactly.
Nah, I was gonna say friendly stranger, but that came out wrong. Some friendly strangers. Like no,
Yeah, don't listen to him.
don't listen to him. Shut up. Shut up.
Now we're not totally
As
strangers.
now we're not as nervous either. I mean, we're a little
Exactly.
bit nervous, but we're more
Him,
comfortable
not me.
now. Ooh, shut up, because
I'm
you were.
comfortable. I'm in my gaming chair. He'll
I
get a
know. I
chair.
don't know what this.
We'll get him a chair.
Yeah, we'll give me a chair,
Yeah,
even if
soon
it's a
enough.
bin bag. I mean, bean bag, bro.
He'll probably be the beat. He is a beanbag.
Bro, I just want to put the scene where I just like just blast
Yeah, no,
Well,
not happening.
and when these cameras turn off, I'm gonna hurt them. I'm just kidding. I'm not.
I'm running out the window.
What's crazy through the window? The windows are closed, and but like by
uh,
the time he get chance to get up to go through the window, already be about
don't. He's not gonna do that. He's too nice of a person.
Yeah, I am.
Uh,
This is the end of the video. I mean, this is the end of the podcast. We did pretty good for our actual first episode.
I believe so. We're kind of tweaking in some of the.
Hey, at least we had a little they kind of cut because had a little difficult, but at least it wasn't like as bad as last time.
Yeah.
I only did it once, so now we're on my phone. So at least with that, it was pretty good. I had
Yeah,
fun.
like we will like we already introduced you a little bit to what is Marvel, just in case you don't know. Probably most of you seen this video will probably know because
Because we
but just in
informed.
case. But then next
Next
Marvel
Marvel,
video,
next
give us, tell us in the comments what do y'all want to hear from the from actual
Marvel.
yeah,
But
because
I
we
mean,
got every information here, the timeline, the general book, and the encyclopedia. So, we got every information you need. So anything you
exactly.
wanna hear about or wanna know a little bit more about, tell us in the comments. So next Marvel video, we could take your suggestion and make it an episode.
And if you want to learn about any characters, any events, any
Squirrel Girl. I'm just saying.
I don't know what's his obsession with Squirrel Girl. He's been saying Squirrel Girl for the past 2 episodes.
No.
Yes, because last week you said Squirrel Girl, and now this week you said Squirrel Girl like
I'm just saying, not
twice.
everybody has a tail sticking up there.
Oh my god, he's just like, ugh. But I mean, with that, we have anything you need. I feel like this time we were more comfortable just because we were talking about something we love. We both love.
Yeah, you know,
Last week it was just kind of like introductory, so we were kind of nervous. But
he was
at
more
least
nervous
with
than me.
this week, cap. But at least with this, where since we like Marvel, we're kind of more into explaining it more. So big ideas.
Tall answers, and
This
this
is
is
the
the Big
Big
and
and
Tall
Tall
podcast.
podcast.